Going to read this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Just Enough Heshy Show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Let me introduce my co-host, Neil. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? And, of course, our Uncle Heshy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another show with Esty, my beautiful co-host.
Yeah.
And we have a special guest on tonight, and which we're going to talk to her in a couple of minutes. And Neil, we're gonna have to start my quote for the show.
Beautiful. I love most of your quotes.
Really? Because you've been complaining today.
No. Some of them you have really on the money. Life experience.
So this is what I'm going to tell you, Esty, and I want you to hear this one. Okay, this is more for you. Okay, especially what today is. Never tell people how to do things. Tell them what to do, and they will surprise you with their ingenuity. Come on, baby. Come on.
No. In theory, that's very nice, but sometimes you have to actually show people.
And then when you show them again, or it doesn't mean that you show one time, point your finger,
like
run away,
or
get married, or go out on one date and so on. Which we're gonna get to this point in a minute.
No, you're allowed to. How long is the date? If it's for 3 hours, I think then you're allowed to get married. If it's only for an hour, then...
So you're making fun now. I got you. No problem. Esty, whose show is this, and what are we
you're
doing?
the boss. I know.
I'm sorry, baby. We got to start the show in the beginning. Hey, you want to talk about the market crashing? We're broke today.
No.
You great job. How much money I have? Do you know today I'm crying? I'm in pain.
I know you're in pain.
Yeah,
I'm not in pain.
Yeah, you know what? The stock market is gambling.
Okay, you know what? You have to be smart.
Everybody needs
You know
advice.
what I think is a great investment? Starbucks. It only went down 2% because America runs on Starbucks. I know that's Duncan's thing, but professionals drink Starbucks. It can't go wrong. It's going to be there for the next 30 years.
But why don't you say Facebook? Don't you love Facebook? Facebook didn't drop much, and it's solid. It's performing, and it's only going up and up.
It's okay. Just one new thing has to come into the market. Bam, it drops. I don't trust it. Starbucks will never go down.
Facebook, Google, and all that. And I want to tell you, can I tell you a funny point? Do you know how YouTube started?
No.
You don't really know? YouTube started when some people wanted to see.
You think all the audience knows what YouTube is?
Everybody knows what YouTube is because they better watch us on YouTube, otherwise we're dead.
Oh, we are on YouTube.
We're
all our shows.
All our shows. We're monitored.
Wow, that's interesting.
We're hip, and we have a few thousand people who viewed our shows, baby. So,
I know.
Anyways, YouTube started because somebody wanted to see Janet Jackson's someplace at the Super Bowl. They didn't want to see it, and they posted YouTube, and now YouTube is a multi-billion-dollar operation.
I don't understand. What happened?
They wanted to see a viewing of some old at the Super Bowl, something that was on TV that the TV didn't show, whatever it was. Everybody recorded it. Now everybody.
Was that the mistake?
Whatever it was something at the Super Bowl.
You know?
Yeah,
I know that it was
clothes.
Was that the one that it slipped her top?
Oh, I don't know, but I do know that originally it was to share videos between your friends, and then it became way big. You know?
Okay, well,
yeah.
Esty,
is this part of Facebook?
No, just YouTube, everything's connected.
No, YouTube's independent?
I think Google owns YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Google owns everything. They control the world.
Okay.
So this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You should get us on Facebook, like our page.
Right, listen to this.
And follow us on Twitter, #JustEnoughHeshy. And you can email us or advertise with us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. Heshy spelled Heshy, and we're live on YouTube.
You see, I told you. We're live on YouTube also and not live.
Oh, you weren't fooling me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can call into the show at 718-303-9090.
Okay.
So what?
You have to pay.
Okay, fine. We have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning to do free pickup and delivery. If you mention the Just Enough Heshy Show, you get 25% off. You can get him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. We have the Black Label Electronic Cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesig.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941. Green Line Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD code compliance. They lift stop work orders and they do free consultation. You can reach them at 718-871-0382. After us is the Ralph Romeo Show, or that's just Mondays?
Ralph Romeo Show. You tell everybody when season 1 ends for us?
Yeah, so our last show is September 8th, and we'll resume for season 2 on October 12th.
The holidays.
Yeah. What starts September 8th?
What starts September 8th?
What do you mean?
Rosh Hashanah, the New Year.
Is September 8th?
Or maybe not. I don't know, something in September. So September is our show. Last show, and then we start back up. So we write the Rosh Hashanah and all the Jewish holidays.
I only sound dumb.
I'm sorry. So I want to tell everybody out there, if you call in 718-303-9090, we have a special guest for you tonight, especially for you single people, that Uncle Heshy wants all of you to somehow have a better life. And listen to my quotes. We're not telling you what to do. We're going to show you how to do it and get it done yourself. This is where you should use ingenuity, okay?
I'll tell you something. You know, I saw Ben Carson on the TV.
Yeah.
And he's a Republican black candidate running. He happens to be a very highly regarded surgeon. You know, he does very specialty stuff.
Right.
I forgot what kind. I think a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, I really like
Ben
him.
Carson.
Yes. Yeah. He's a neurosurgeon. And he was talking about.
What? What was he talking about?
He wants to be Trump. He wants to be Trump's vice president.
Yeah.
He was going to be Trump.
He said if Trump asks
By the way,
him to be vice
that
president.
would be brilliant because he's logical and Trump is crazy. Together, it'd be the perfect balance. They would balance each other out.
Are you crazy?
I believe
Ben
it.
Carson
People
is
believe
serious.
that Trump is going to be out pretty
So
soon.
then now I heard the Republican Party in 2 states is going to try to knock him out. Anyways, can I
Yeah.
announce my guest on the show
Oh, you
tonight?
didn't do it?
I didn't do it. I'm sorry. Okay, so tonight we have Sara Kahan LCSW. That stands for?
Licensed clinical social worker.
In this, okay, for a licensed clinical social worker. She has private practice in Midwood. She works with individuals and couples, right? And families.
Yes.
Your phone number is 347-764-9333. Esther will announce that again a few times. Sara Kahan, you can get you at, you can email her at Sara, S-A-R-A-H, Kahan, K-A-H-A-N, therapy, THERAPY.com. And you're psychiatric social worker at Ohio.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Wow. So we're serious now. Talking now. This show is a serious show, and I want the people. We try to be serious, people. So call in to 718-303. Tonight we're going to try to be more.
What? It was 718-303?
9090.
Oh,
People should know
okay.
by now. So, anyways, you can watch.
People should know by now?
Yeah, they should.
That's what you answer me?
I'm sorry.
Why don't you just shush and move on?
I apologize. So, anyways, so tonight it's not only that Sarah, ask everybody before they come on the show, do you believe in God? I don't have to ask you that question because I'm sure the answer is yes. But I have some questions about people who believe in God, and we had a lot of people said they don't. But tonight, for sure, we all have to believe in God. What you're going to have to say, I think so. Even though I'm against what you're going to, whatever, we'll say it. Anyways, Sarah,
You did bring up a point I was going to mention.
you're going and you're going to mention in a second. But go ahead.
I do want to
Go ahead,
say
boss.
hello to everyone.
Go ahead,
and
Sarah. You
just
go say hello to everybody and
tell them
us
a little about your experience,
Okay.
how many years, whatever you're doing. Yeah.
You're from Brooklyn?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Again, my name is Sara Kahan. I am in private practice. And some people that I see in my practice are people that are dating, men and women that are dating, young couples that are struggling and sometimes end up divorcing. And that's, I think, related to our topic.
By the way, dating means they're dating or they're going out on dates. Like, do they have somebody that they're seriously dating? It's a couple dating?
Either or.
That means they come to you single.
Yes, some of them come to me single.
They're just
and
dating.
they want some advice and they want some help in how to date or how to find the right person to marry.
What do you mean the right person? What is
How can
Yeah.
you teach someone to know how to date? That's what I don't get.
Oh, I
Okay.
can get that.
Yeah.
Some people need really to know.
Right.
Like, take a shower, make sure you will get dressed properly.
No.
And,
Really?
Yeah, I would think so.
But I'm saying not
Yeah.
only, but not to date, but you were saying the next thing. I understand how to date. Got you. But what do you mean find the right person? There's no such thing as the right person. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm at 25 years right now this weekend, whatever it is. And
Mazel tov.
I have to buy her a
Congratulations.
present, I know, which I don't want to spend the money, which is a waste of money.
What?
Not
How
a
could it
waste.
be? How could it's like
Right.
saying she's a waste of a, like?
Not
What do you
right.
of course she's worth
We're
it.
gonna go, listen to me. everybody, normal people, they go on this vacation for their big anniversary. So I'm going to fly to Paris for 4 days, come back. So we come back with pictures. It's not something that I'm really going to enjoy. I want something
By the way,
a nice couch.
By the way,
a dryer.
Don't do Paris, do Venice. Way nicer, more romantic. And Paris, it's so like cliche and overrated.
No, I'm going only to Venice. I won't go to Paris.
Venice, that's a cool. But you've ever been to Venice?
Never.
That is worth to see just because it's a cool city. It's a concept. You're
I
like
read
everything's
about the ghetto,
underwater.
the Jewish ghetto. There was a Jewish.
Yes, there's like a little thing.
Right.
There's something to see. You know, you go there because you should see that in your lifetime.
Stop. So, anyways, back to me. I believe, of course, my life is perfect. I love you, baby. My point is if there's no such thing as the perfect or everybody in love first sight. I know we all have this infatuation thing.
That's how it starts.
But isn't that what you should be teaching? That listen, man, this is a life, and if if you want to spend it with somebody, otherwise spend it alone. But you have to suffer, and I'm not saying
you have to work things out.
You have
what
to
do you
work
mean?
like anything,
you
like anything.
talk it out.
Today,
you brought up a bunch of
because this is my problem. Because I hate when all these little boys and girls that are coming around to me, especially boys and girls, 17, 23. And I tell people at 24, 25, don't get married. You know, stop it. 27, 28.
No. Should the dating process begin later?
The dating process could begin whenever, but
it's too early. They're
early?
immature. I mean, I have a daughter getting married in a couple of weeks.
How old is she?
5 weeks.
20.
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
21.
Wow.
She's going to be 21.
I hope so.
Right.
And I hope she continues.
Right.
Research has shown actually that the adolescent period lasts much longer than it used to be. The adolescent brain is until age 26.
You know why that is? Because we're not independent. We expect things to come to us. We have, like back in the day when you were 5 years old, you're taking care of your 3-year-olds because if not, you starve type thing. Right. You know, like 10-year-old worked really hard just to, they had to grow up faster. Here it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
There used to not be such a thing as an adolescence period at all, because as soon as you were old enough to work, you went out in the farms and you helped earn a living and bring in be productive in the family.
I'm much happier at this time that I was born in this.
Now, do you also counsel people that do you counsel people that are going through a divorce that they're getting divorced and divorced people?
Yes, I counsel people that don't want to get divorced. They're coming to me and saying, listen, we've got problems, help us out. We really want to try to make it work. Or I have people that say, I'm not sure whether we should stay together or get divorced. So we need more clarity to figure out which way to go.
What not that I want to know, but I've been through it all. What kind of problems can anybody have to get divorced? Now, Neil's
she's got experience. How many years, by the way?
So I'm in the mental health field for 15 years.
Okay, beautiful.
Got you.
Okay, so I'm saying,
I got you, but I'm asking the question. You have to let me finish. I don't believe in divorce, and I'm not saying you shouldn't ever.
Wow.
But if you have to get divorced to get, I just don't believe in it. Like some people don't believe in gay marriage, but there is gay marriage, and there's nothing you can do about it. We don't believe in it. My point here is that and of course the rabbis accept gay marriage. That's what we determined already, right?
And the rabbis, which rabbis?
Rabbi Frankfurter.
No, he tells us that it's not for us to judge or to weigh in on
but we have to
something
accept it.
No, he's telling you have to accept
I agree.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to be a religious Jew or a religious Catholic,
forget that. I don't want to hear that
then you
part.
wouldn't do that.
The point is that what I wouldn't do, couldn't do, shouldn't do. I shouldn't have gone to the store. I should have married her. Should have not married her.
It? There are religious people out there.
Okay.
You might know a few.
Okay.
So
let them do whatever they want.
No, they follow their religion. So it's not relevant to them what the laws are because they don't follow those laws. Why don't you get that?
I get it.
So that's it.
They're wrong.
Why are they wrong?
Because they're wrong.
Because Uncle Heshy decided.
I love you, Esty. That's it.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't let other people live. You want to just you to live and everybody else.
Here's my question. Give me. You don't have to give me the worst problem. Give me 1 or 2 or 3 problems that you believe that and you've seen get divorced over this. Okay. And I want to judge it from 1 to 10, if you don't mind. All of us.
For an older couple,
How old is older for you?
Let's say married more than 10 years.
Get out of here. That's a new couple. Those are the kids in the 30s and 40s.
Infidelity.
Big deal. Infidelity on whose end?
Doesn't matter.
Sure does. Sure does.
What's
Sure
the
does.
difference?
Mr. Religious over there says that women can't, man can. Excuse me. Excuse me. According to the Torah, the man can. According to Christianity, the man can cheat on the woman.
Really?
Yes.
I do believe that couples can get over infidelity.
Thank God.
They can.
Not that I have.
They can, but that can be an issue.
Where's
some
infidelity?
couples cannot get over.
I don't think I can get over that.
If somebody cheats, by the way, if somebody cheats, there's already something wrong with the marriage. No one decides, hey, I'm going to be a scumbag and just cheat. There's obviously issues there that they decide.
You're talking to a therapist. That's not true.
When there are issues there that are underlying and created a situation where cheating occurred, often that's the time to figure out those underlying issues that created the infidelity, and sometimes couples can withstand that.
Have you seen them?
Definitely so. That's what I do. And the marriage got stronger.
Good. Thank you. You're a good girl. This is what yesterday's speech was my brother's keeper. I love you. That's exactly, you care about the fellow you want this to happen. Right. Now,
but what if the underlying issues are really problematic?
Forget infidelity. Give me the next one. I'll give you infidelity as a non.
Fine. Okay. For young, so now we're talking about the newly married.
No,
that
10
are
years
divorced
we're still
before.
newly. I don't want to hear about those idiots who are married for 1 month, 1 year.
Okay.
Because they're wasting our time. Yes. Those kids should have never even walked up. So I don't want to hear about those. I'm talking that I'm 10, 15, 20 years in. Those are the marriages you said. These little kids who don't have nothing shouldn't have been married. Let them suffer.
You know what it is? They expect it to be easy, and when it's a little difficult, they're out. Back in the day, divorce wasn't an option. If you divorced, it was like, whoa.
But that's really hormones.
No, they're having their fun now. They're having their fun and they're using marriage as a cover.
I hear that a lot when older couples used to walk down the aisle, it was for better or for worse. That's how we conceptualize it. We're walking down the aisle.
Hold on, you think worse means worse. Of course worse is bad. She means worse by big deal. You have a bad week, a bad month. Everybody goes through that.
That's not what she's saying.
Sure,
she's giving us reasons right now.
No, she's not. Better or worse means there are good days and bad days.
I forget for a second.
She didn't give us a 2. Give us a number 2
I was going on what Esty is saying, and I would call it like the microwave generation. Like couples, relationships require cultivation into the relationships. I think societally, culturally, things have to go very quick. We don't have patience. We don't use the patience muscle enough.
So, is somebody who is divorced 2 or 3 times, are those the people we avoid? I mean, they're troubled. You see, they're playing around.
By the way, so my opinion on divorce is...
I don't have a problem with that, by the way.
Hold on. So, by the way, I don't think single people should date divorced people. And the reason why, let's say it wasn't their fault. Let's say their wife was crazy. If it wasn't set up as a shidduch date, why did they marry someone who's crazy? So either they're really the crazy ones. One of them has to be crazy, right? Or crazy, abusive, whatever it is. The other one married someone with these issues because they have their own issues. So there's no point when one of them... So that's why if you're single, to date divorce is like getting so many more problems than they have to.
So
anyways, if you want to ask Sarah, if you want to call into the show, we're going to take calls soon. 718-303-9090, 718-303-9090.
Okay, let her answer.
Esty, I'm very glad that you brought up that point, because actually I wanted to start the show with saying, is there a shidduch crisis? What are we terming shidduch crisis?
Yeah, define shidduch crisis.
I feel that
is there a shidduch crisis?
I don't believe so.
You're sick. Of course there's a shidduch crisis.
Wait. Let's define it. Let's define it first.
First, we should
and
label...
also say about the resume. Stupid.
We should label cars. We should label clothes. We should not label people. So when we are saying shidduch crisis, you're having parents and young adults going into this parsha thinking, oh my God, shidduch crisis. And that can sometimes lead into what Esty was saying, I'm never going to find anyone. So I'm going to take someone who's divorced, or I'm going to take someone with issues because, oh my gosh, we're in a shidduch crisis. I don't have any options. I don't have any choices. And I think that labeling shidduch crisis brings on anxiety, brings on fear, and it's just not healthy.
Isn't there a lot of single men and women who are not religious, becoming religious? They are the whatever, like they're coming back, right? And now they need to get married, and isn't there a big selection there as well? Like those people shouldn't those people be the ones crying and hollering that nobody wants to marry them?
Yeah, you're talking about ones that are like balei tshuva and are having difficult.
Yeah.
They are, yeah.
Wait, we still didn't define what is a shidduch crisis.
People are punished because they went off the path.
Hold on.
Not
so you can't do two.
Hold on, you're switching topics.
I'm psychologically. I'm asking if somebody comes to
in other words, she says people are
probably
labeled and they shouldn't be, but the fact is they are. That's the fact. In other words, if you're on the ground in reality.
Can we take Sarah a call?
No, hold on. Wait, you're going completely off topic. What does shidduch crisis mean?
She said there's no shidduch crisis.
No, I'm saying that what the problem is. We have situations.
What does it mean?
Right. So there are many reasons why what defines a shidduch crisis, quote unquote, and why people say that we have a shidduch crisis, which goes also with what you brought up about resumes. Okay. So, especially if we're talking about, it depends which circles you're talking about. Okay. Right. So in some circles, you can have a boy that's in yeshiva, right? Just coming out of yeshiva.
Coming out, not in yeshiva. That's stupid when they're in yeshiva.
They're just coming out.
I agree.
Because you're right.
Please let her talk.
I am.
With a click of a button, right? Because now it's email. We're in a very fast generation. Right. With a click of a button, this boy that came out of yeshiva now can literally get 50 resumes from different shatchanim, from friends, from people, right? That this mother has now 50 resumes. They have no idea who these girls are.
Well, their pictures come along with it.
Not always. And even with the picture, like what Esty said, what can you tell from a resume?
She went to school. Yeah. She graduated.
They all sound the same.
Right, exactly.
All sound, so now this mother has to shift.
Are they normal girls or not? I mean,
many of them can be normal girls, but you're taking, now the mother has to take those resumes,
take them
and
research.
They're not phonied up. We're crazy.
Pumped up.
Why? What does pumped up mean? Is that true? Are they
not necessarily. No. I guess sometimes.
Now
yes,
I understand that.
But if you don't know what you're looking at, you've got to do now. Some parents want to do a lot of research, right? They're going to do a lot of research before their son is going to date anybody.
I believe the girls should have resumes, but the boys shouldn't. Why should they? It's a boy.
I love you. I really do. I really do.
I have 3 boys.
Let's go back to the time of Yen to the matchmaker.
Okay, we're taking a phone call. Let's push line 2. Let's see who's calling for Sarah.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hi, thank you. This is Eliza.
Hello, Eliza. You have Sara Kahan with us and the group, and me and Neil and Esty. Go ahead.
Hi, I love your show, and I am watching it on YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just let you know that I feel like, about the shidduch crisis, you're having this whole conversation. I happen to have met my husband about 15 years ago on AOL chat, and today we're, celebrating our 15th year anniversary.
Congratulations. Wow. Wonderful.
Wow.
It started with ASL, and then we ended up getting married. But I didn't like the whole shidduch resume and all that. I mean, that's all fake. Mm-hmm. That's not something that I feel like is important to get to know the person.
So do you think then that dating websites are helpful?
Yes, 100%. I tell all my friends, go out there, saw you at Sinai,
Good.
or
Okay.
J-Wed, or whatever it's called now.
But dating websites have resumes.
It's a profile more than a resume.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so we call it resume.
What
It's
you
really
like
a
and
profile.
dislike. No.
I think the benefit of a dating website is it gives more of an even playing field between men and women. Do you agree, Elisa?
Wow, very good, smart.
I agree with that, but I also feel that a lot of things are hidden unless, when you meet you get to know a lot more than just what's out there. A lot of times the profile seems to be perfect, and then you meet the person and it's not like the profile.
Right.
Right, so I understand that part, but also I think you have a benefit to it, is that you converse with each other for some time before you get to meet. So you really get to, even though some of it, again, might not be 100% for real, but it should, unless you're dealing with a total con artist, it should be pretty much on the money.
Well, there are crazies out there who con you for money and
stuff. 5-10%.
Right.
That's it.
There are a lot of crazies out there. I mean, I know stories from my friends. It's kind of freaky.
Right.
Well, I bet you I was one of those crazies. I want you to know something. Your story does remind me. I have a friend who's a rabbi today, 8 or 9 children. You know him, Neil. I knew him in 95, 96. He met his wife on AOL.
Wow.
She's Rebbitzin of the holiest of the holy. She takes care of her kids, other kids. He's a rabbi who just gives and gives of himself. Very nicely done. I mean, I am so proud of him. I saw him as a young man growing, and now he's into this big thing. And they met on AOL. See the guy.
Wow.
I'm so proud of him. And they're about there 20 years. So I understand your story, how you met on AOL. Very cool. I like that.
Yes. I was happy to meet him on AOL, and it worked really well, and we're happy. And
Lisa, what do you think
where
is
was
the
he
problem
from?
right now?
Where was he from, Elisa?
What?
Is your husband from the same state, or was he from a different town or state or country?
No, he wasn't. He was from New Jersey, and I was from New York.
He was in your next door neighbor.
Okay.
So
ask the question, Neil. Go ahead.
I was gonna comment. You said he was in the state of New Jersey, which brings me to a point I want to mention in terms of the days Fiddler on the Roof, when we had one matchmaker, Yenta the matchmaker, who knew everybody in the town, and she spoke to the Yenta the matchmaker of the next town, and that's how they made Shidduchim. Now the demographics have changed totally. You can, especially on dating websites or the resumes that get passed on with the click of a button, you don't have the obstacle of demographics. You can get resumes from out of state, out of country.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Right.
No one anywhere.
Right. No. So there are benefits to that, and then there are also, difficulties with that, because Yenta the matchmaker knew everybody, and you had
less options.
Yeah, you had less options.
I have a guy in my shul who knows everybody, every kid in the shul, and he's always matchmaking. He calls me up, and he calls that one up. I think that's cool. I like people who know everybody and know everything about. I don't like this resume thing.
The resume bothers me. I think it's not really a workable product.
So, by the way,
in other words, when you read a resume, you're really not getting a handle on the person.
So wait, so I know someone. So I know someone, right?
Esther, do you have a resume?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not a job. It seems ridiculous to me.
Elisa, thank you for your call.
Elisa, you're wonderful. Thank you for your call.
Good night.
No, but I want to say, so I knew someone from.
We lost her.
I knew someone from Monroe, right? Perfect boy. Learned not a single thing was off with him. His entire life, he was a complete religious person. He got married, he moved to Borough Park, bam, TV, movies. And the person that married him wanted someone Hasidish. It's like, oh, I'm free, I could do whatever. So think about it. Not a single, it's not even his past or people who knew him. Bam, he changed. So there's no way to know, really.
But changed.
Right. Yeah. And he just decided he doesn't want to be Hasidish.
What kind of question it is to ask, are you a top boy? Are you a top girl? What does that mean? What is top boy, top girl?
No,
mean?
but they're
Is that
more
what you should be
ridiculous than
looking
that.
for?
You know, where does he sit in the shul? Is he always on time?
See,
the father they're looking at, you know,
right, the father.
the parents.
That's why I go to shul every week.
That's important.
See,
That's important.
Here's my problem for you. The problem that I believe with the crisis is by the Shidduch people or these resumes, or the kids are not somehow getting together, they're staying single too long, and it's not normal. I'm going to talk to you as a grown-up.
Reverse. They're getting married too young.
No, the ones that are not getting too young either. The reason why
you
they
don't
get
younger,
right?
You know, just because you're not married.
The point is, when they're staying single too long, you know, and I know, a normal grown person has the urges and so on. The problem is that once this occurrence happens, even in the Jewish religion and the older people, they don't need to get married anymore. Big deal. Right? Yeah. So I believe that is a crisis.
Yeah,
and that's a problem.
Let Sarah talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, we want to take a call. Take a call, Esty.
Again, you're listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Oh, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Very good. I just wanted to make a correction on a statement that you said. I don't know if you were kidding or if you were serious, but the statement you made was that in Christianity it's okay for men to cheat, but not for women. But that's actually not true.
Well, I'm not saying that you're allowed to cheat.
No,
hold on. Excuse me. I didn't imply. What I implied to say was that it is not, it's accepted. You could wait, let me finish. You could repent and it all goes away, and both sides have to accept it. We have that also. You're not allowed to cheat in the Jewish religion, but if you do, no big deal. You get some kind of a sin. But
where's the no big deal coming?
The no big deal is that everybody's
somebody else.
I'm just telling you. Is that am I not correct,
just
Mike?
Understand.
Mike, am I not correct in the Christian religion that it can be forgiven, very absolved if you actually repent, and if you do it again?
There's a Hail Mary.
No, it doesn't go away like that. But there is a procedure.
It's never okay. It's never okay to cheat. But yes, if you do sin, because everybody sins, we have a fallen nature. But we have to strive not to sin. But if we do sin, we're sorry about it. We can repent.
Even, especially infidelity. Okay. You can do infidelity. Right. Okay, that was my point. I'm not saying it's right. So even the Jewish religion, I'm saying we're my brother's keeper, we're all buddies. You know, if God can forgive you, I'm sure your wife or your
God
buddy.
That you don't believe in?
Anyways, not allowed. I got you. Mike, thank you for the call. Thank you. Where you from, by the way?
Long Island.
Long Island. Oh, wow. Another one of you guys. Okay, we love you all out there. Thank you, Mike. Score. So I wasn't wrong, but he was wrong. So I need to apologize. I don't believe
in the same sentence as your name.
Let me tell you something. According to the writings, that the way I understand and the way I'm taught, is that there are certain sins, especially according, we had this great rabbi on the show, and he says, well, if you don't hold the Sabbath, you're worse than murder.
I'm so angry. He's ruining a generation.
So I want to give you something. According to his scale of judgment, of punishment, is that if you choose
scale.
Okay, but I have.
Who?
Me.
Who?
Can I?
No, his scale is from yesterday.
Okay, I'm talking to the girl.
Doesn't work. Okay. No.
Okay.
You want to use today's scale.
If I cheat on my spouse,
yes,
it's not as bad as murder, and it's not as bad as breaking the Sabbath, and I get a couple of sins. And like Mike says, I go to the priest, I do my repentance, I give some money to charity, I do community service, I pray extra to God. And in the Jewish religion, we go.
Boy, you would be very busy.
One minute, we go to the mikvah. We go to the mikvah. We give charity. We say more tillim. We do some community. So the Jewish religion, I'm sure the Muslim. Everybody has this.
Right.
To repent.
Except the Buddhists. They don't have to repent.
Okay. The point being, and the atheists. So my point is to you is that big deal. So we did it. So I mean, if God forgives, I mean, we should be able to be allowed to cheat on our husbands.
But that's why I feel that marriages could sustain it. I do feel that marriages can sustain when there's situations of infidelity.
But especially in today's America, where it's acceptable, and the children are, and now all the rabbis are going to say, blame it on the television, blame it on the magazine. Listen to me.
Let me just clarify. I want to make sure that I clarify that when a spouse does cheat, it's a tremendous feeling of rejection and a trauma in the marriage.
Why? So the guy cheated on me. Big deal. So he still loves me.
Woman, do you say that for your wife?
I'm not saying. You see, you're trying to look that I
Male
do it.
chauvinistic kind of talk.
I'm not talking male chauvinistic talk. I'm saying you're looking at me like I agree with it. I'm not agreeing, and I don't.
What are you
practice.
saying? Then?
What I'm saying is, listen to me.
It happens.
It happens all the time. Now it doesn't
And
happen.
you can get through it.
And not only get through it, but it's not like he doesn't love you. He cheated on you. I got the deal.
If a couple does feel that love, that very strong love.
Oh, stop it! They cheat anyways.
Then the couple can sustain the infidelity.
I want you to know.
I have a question. Does it matter how many years they were married? In other words, if they were married for less than a year and there's infidelity, the odds are,
that's stupid. That's never going
to be more unacceptable. But maybe after 10, 20 years.
I don't really see.
I would say vice versa.
I don't see issues of infidelity in such early marriages. I'm talking
about. It takes
about
time for the woman to figure it out.
Wow, very good joke, Very good joke.
I'm referring really to marriages that are married for at least 10 years.
Okay.
By the way, why did God create Adam before Chava? Why did the man
Adam before Eve?
Adam before Eve?
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to have a woman tell him how to create man. Because the woman would mix in. Yeah. Okay, that was a stupid joke. I'll cross it off my list.
Okay.
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Neil didn't like it again. I saw that face you made over there. I wasn't too happy about it. Anyways, so I want to go to
back to the marriage crisis.
Not the marriage crisis. Now, no, I still only heard one problem for divorce: infidelity. I
know
forgive
you're taking
you on
it really lightly. I can't believe emotionally that
even
me.
You see, you're not with the times. You're not.
I'm not with. I'm not hip. I'm not with. I know I'm an old man. Right. Exactly.
Right. Okay, that's why you heard.
Could you move my cane to the side?
Didn't you hear me complain to the judge yesterday? I don't believe you should be a judge at 67 or 70 because you're not hip with the times. What was his answer? Oh, we need wisdom and experience.
Right.
No, you don't need it. You got to be hip with the times because the times is what runs the time. You people are trying to tell me our parents' generation or our grandparents. I heard stories from my mother's generation, which is 2 generations before you. She's like 90s. I heard the stories of her friends and her buddies and the young girls and the boys. They grow up, they become religious, they have families, things change. If these kids can just sustain a couple of years and grow up, everybody's allowed to play when they're younger. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Infidelity, I do not believe should break a marriage. It's bad. Okay. It's bad because I don't like it.
But let's be honest.
It may or
because I'm jealous.
Not.
My wife is jealous.
Let's be honest. In the Jewish community, probably, if there is cheating going on, I'm not sure there is.
There is.
But if there is, it's probably way sided to the men doing the cheating than the women.
No. I blame the women.
I'll tell you, my practice.
Men only cheat because of the women.
It could be both ways.
Right. Wow. I believe the men only cheat after the woman cheats.
I thought women have a harder time emotionally to cheat.
Now, do you see a wide variety?
I'll tell you another issue where a marriage cannot sustain itself, and that is when emotional or mental health issues that arise and come up. That
addiction,
can
gambling.
be
addiction, gambling doesn't count.
Addiction, gambling, mental illness.
Everybody has mental illness. Who's not mentally ill?
Abuse, yeah.
Why would somebody abuse? That was another thing. Why would? I mean, I fight with my wife, and of course I said a bad word.
Why would someone abuse a woman?
Why would a man abuse a woman and a woman abuse a man? Of course we scream out, "Oh, you spent too much money this week.
You abuse your wife.
You emptied my check account again. I'm very angry. You spent
why? No, OHEL has a domestic violence department.
I don't get it.
And the shelter is full.
Really?
Full.
Yeah, so let me hold on.
From what? Physical abuse. Husbands abusing their wives.
but not mental.
No, we're talking physical.
Physical
now.
is not acceptable. Me and Neil know that.
We're talking right now.
I'm talking, but you went mental.
I'm saying when a couple, one of them develop a mental illness.
Like what?
Bipolar is a big one.
Take medicine, get better.
But not everyone does well with medication. If they do,
what about postpartum depression?
So postpartum depression, there's
say
a lot.
Again. How do you say it correctly?
Postpartum depression, right? There is a lot that you can do, and there is medication and therapy that could be very helpful.
But a lot of men don't put up with it.
No, I've postpartum. You definitely can.
But it puts the family through a lot of trouble.
It puts the family, but you can sustain a marriage.
What about
that's
special
more
children?
Temporary.
Special children.
Special children can be very stressful on the marriage.
Like what with children?
If
autistic children.
Yeah, if a child is born
and the
with
mother
lot of
it's the mother's fault. I'm being honest with you. The mother is
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Most of the time, the father won't deal with it.
Not necessarily. But if they're not on the same page, that could be very stressful on the marriage. Either the mother or the father. If they're not on the same page, it can definitely create a rift.
And once they give away the child, it's for sure over, right? How about Down syndrome children?
Again, it's a matter of how you communicate and how you repair ruptures. We're talking about ruptures.
What kind of children, by the way?
If the marriage can repair, if the couple can learn how to repair, then
where did it rip?
When we're talking about, let's say, one spouse that has mental illness, right? And they're taking medication, and the other spouse is
what happens if one guy was in a car accident and he was or he had a heart attack and stroke? It took him a year and a half to get better. So you need medication and help there too.
Right.
Why won't she leave, or why won't he leave during that time period?
Sometimes couples can't sustain that either.
And it's the straw that broke the camel's back.
It
doesn't have to be the
you don't want to take care of. You have to take care of your mate.
It could be he wanted to get out, or she wanted to get out for the last 5 years, and now that's it. She's had it.
Yes.
He had it.
When there's underlying issues and then a crisis happens, it's much harder to deal with that crisis. That crisis can really make the situation fall apart.
Now, what I understand
because nobody listens during a crisis. They're not acting rational.
Right, and there were issues that were underlying beforehand. So there are cracks. Right, you have cracks, and then you have a crisis, which creates a break.
Crack pot. Right. I get it. But okay. I get it.
But one minute. Hello. My question is that the couple now that is divorced, right? Okay, you lost or you won or you made them happy. Why? Number one, 2 questions. They can't split amicably. Most of these divorce. You're special. You're my boy. I would break your neck if you were bad to her. She's a good girl and you're a good man. Okay, you have to get divorced. I don't agree, but what should I do? I can't fight with both of you.
It was 20.
20. You were more than me. It was 23. Yeah, 20. Whatever. You're a good boy. And listen to me. I'm friends too with both sides, and I love them. And they're friends. My point is now that they're divorced.
Right.
They have to remarry.
Yeah.
Or they will, or they won't, whatever it is.
Right.
According to the statistics, they are most likely going to get divorced again.
Yes.
50%.
Higher than 50%.
So most likely you have no chance. So what's her gimmick here? By getting divorced, what is it? She's going to get another guy for what? A couple more years? So why is she going through the pain?
So that's she may be in so much pain. She or he may be in so much pain right now.
I love you,
that they are willing that they are not willing to stay in this and willing to risk those statistics. Or they can, if they understand those statistics, they might be more motivated to say, I'm motivated now to go for marital counseling and really work on this marriage.
What can you do? May I ask you, how do you help them? I cheated on my wife.
1 minute.
Miss Sarah, she cheated on me. Fix us. We don't like this. Fix it. What's your first thing you're gonna make us do?
There is no quick fix.
Can I? I just want to interrupt because I'm just not disciplined.
Okay.
I forgot what I wanted to ask you.
Good.
Quick. There are no quick fix. Let's say a husband and wife, they cheat. What would I tell them?
No, I think that the languages. That my ex always told me that the 5 languages.
Yeah, the 5 languages.
The 5 love languages. I had discussed this on the show.
No, I don't remember. Tell me, what are they?
So it seems that
what are they?
Even if we're at the same level.
I'll give you an example.
1 second. Even though we're at the same level, but we receive it differently. In other words, I'm in the north, you're in the south. Something like that.
So there's 5 love languages. There's physical touch, gifts, praise, praise, acts of service, and what's the fifth one?
Good service.
I don't know what she
Hold
said.
on, gift, love, acts of service. I'll figure it out.
How about communication?
Yeah. Oh, quality time. That was it.
Really?
So yeah. So let's say, for example,
you have to do all fine.
No. Let's say me and my friend, right? Her love language. Hold on. Her love language is her love language is quality time. My love language is gifts. So whenever,
of course,
hold on.
Of course, Esther.
No, that has to do, by the way, with her age also.
No, it has to do with your parents.
I
think it has to do with your parents.
Okay.
So for me, whenever I used to go somewhere, I would get her this little trinket or something, and she was like, "Oh, that's nice," and she would spend a lot of time with me. But I felt, oh, she doesn't love me. She never thinks of me and never gets me stuff. So she made an effort. Like now, when she sees like lemon meringue pie, she'd be like, "Oh, I got this for you," and I'll try to make more time for her. So we bridged that gap.
Okay, but what you had going for you is you were able to communicate to her what your love language is,
what my needs are,
what your needs are. So I help couples to be able to understand what their needs are.
After 25 years,
after 25
years,
hidden.
After 25 or 20 years, the other side doesn't know. Please,
people change. People diverse. They change.
The other side knows everything. Everything. They're like spies.
Everything, but they don't understand
like why it's necessary.
Pain that the other one is going through.
Big deal. The pain.
So
my wife doesn't understand. I stab my foot and I want the electric heater on, and she doesn't let me have the electric heater
because if it's below
104 degrees, Heshy, you have such white girl problems.
You'll never see an air conditioner.
But she knows I want it on. She knows the air conditioner.
And then she might say,
she knows the air conditioner, but she hates when I put the heat on.
She might say, "You don't love me. You don't love me.
I don't love you. I love you. She just can't understand that.
She can't understand.
She understands I need
my
it.
temperature.
Right. She understands that I have the temperature on, but she doesn't know why it's so high. She can't take it, and she leaves, which is fine with me. And I believe that's great communication.
Well, you certainly communicate. That's for sure.
I let her have the blanket. So here's my point.
White girl problem.
20 years, I have to come to you, Sarah. I don't really know what's going on with myself. Am I that dumb?
You're not dumb at all.
Right.
Just because you don't know something,
she'll certify that you're a genius.
Okay. You know what she's talking about.
But let's use the example of a love language. Okay, let's go with that example.
Love language, man.
Okay, so he will say, "What do you mean?" She says, "I don't love her. I go out every day, bust my chops to earn a living. I buy her flowers every week."
No, not flowers. Okay, we buy something.
And she says,
"They're not $2; they're $10 now." Those I don't want to buy cheap ones.
Yeah.
And she says, "He never says I love you."
And he never spends time with you, which people need that.
But what does I love you? What does I love you mean? What does I love you?
You walking into me, you're not dumb. You know that she wants you to spend more time with her. She knows that you want. Right. So let's say you can't, right? But the way you tell her you can't is, "Stop yelling at me already. Stop yelling at me already."
Wow. You see, look at this. That's dumb.
No, you're not speaking. She doesn't know your language.
She does.
You don't know his language.
She knows I'm running around. Not me, but I am the major. I'm the average guy, and I believe 95% of us are the same way. You say, "I love you." When do you have time? You know when we say I love you at the end of a call. I love you. I love you. You got it.
As long as you're not too close.
Right.
I help the couples get to a softer place. Underneath the fighting.
20 years.
Underneath the
We're going to have to
arguing.
announce, Esty, what show are we on? By the way, we were talking to Sara Kahan.
But she was in the middle of a sentence.
She finished.
No, she didn't. You just ignored. So underneath what?
Underneath the fight. Underneath, he doesn't say I love you, and he doesn't spend time with me, and you know, and he's saying I bust my chops to make a living for you. There's a lot of softness and pain underneath that.
What pain?
help. You're not understanding.
I don't.
I don't feel understood.
I'm not in denial.
It's crazy. I feel like I'm alone here. I don't feel connected to you.
Right.
So I help.
And these are grown men and women.
Yeah.
Yes. I help them be able to understand that pain that they're both going through and build connection.
See, Esty likes this because she's a therapist who wasn't there. Anyways, we are talking to Sara Kahan LCSW, private practice in Midwood. She has a private practice in Midwood. She works with individuals, couples, families. Her phone number is 347-764-9333. Esty, you're going to have to repeat that.
Phone number.
I'm doing it.
I'll leave it up to you.
34, and you can get this on YouTube, or you can go back on our Twitter and see all this. 347-764-9333. Sara Kahan, Kahan, Sara Kahan, THERAPY.com. That's your website.
Yes, that's my website. My email is Sarah, SARAH, at SaraKahanTherapy.com.
Very cool. And you're a psychiatric social worker at OHEL.
Yes.
You know what? I've heard about Esty. What show are we listening to? I wanted to get to that. Esty, what show are we doing? We got to do some break before we get to the end of the show.
So you guys are listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can get us on Facebook, like our page, Just Enough Heshy, or follow us on Twitter, Just Enough Heshy. You can see us live on YouTube. Again, type in the same thing. You can email us or advertise with us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. Heshy spelled Heshy. And you can call in at 718-303-9090. We have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning. You do free pickup and drop off. If you mention the Just Enough Heshy Show, you get 25% off. You can reach him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. We have the Black Label electronic cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesig.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941. We have Green Line Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD, code compliance. They lift stop work orders and they do free consultation. You can reach them at 718-871-0382. Again, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. Ralph Romeo will be on right after us. Our last show of the season will be September 8th, and we'll resume for the second season on October 12th. Go on.
So let's take a phone call.
So line 4. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Yes, a question for the counselor. I just want to know whether you really believe that monogamy is something that can be successful today, especially with the scandal that just came out with the Ashley Madison website. We have 30 million people who are married, and they're obviously looking to have affairs with other couples. Is this long-term marriage realistic today?
Well, I didn't hear the question good. I'm sure we understand the question. First of all, I want to correct some of your numbers. The 30 million number is a fictitious number.
No,
let's clear
35.
Let's clear it up. A lot of people who go to these sites open up 2, 3 accounts. Fact.
Correct.
And so right there, you're down to 10 million people. And I want you to know something. A lot of these sites are just what do they call porn sites that people? It's like a shopping site. That's all it is. That doesn't mean.
For what?
For different, they sell things which grown people do. This has been going on from the beginning of time. Where you want to hide it or not, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, it means that people want to see as couples. People don't understand. Not Tama. So my point is that out of those 10 million that are left, maybe about 2 million are playing around on those sites, and we have sicknesses and.
Well, that site, by the way, was very smart. They let you sign on for free.
Yeah.
But they didn't let you close the account unless you paid a fee.
Okay.
So that's why the number is also exaggerated, because a lot of people went on once, twice to just be curious, whatever, but they didn't want to pay to get out.
Right. So leave it alone.
Very smart.
Right.
Very smart.
Cancel my account.
Right.
So go ahead. So you heard what it is. Thank you for your call, Shlomo.
Yes.
So go ahead.
So do I feel that there is hope for couples to stay in a monogamous relationship?
New couples,
of course.
New couples is easier. It's long term. It's more difficult.
Of course.
What are you talking about? I'm talking new couples going long
can
term.
stay in a monogamous relationship. I want to mention to you what I do see nowadays. There are some positive things that are happening now. Okay, we are much more aware to provide premarital and postmarital trainings.
I don't believe that. We're told you can't. What does that mean? Premarital? You give a college class for a joke for 1 hour.
The college classes are done much more sophisticated than they were done years ago. It used to be more about the mechanics. Now they go much more.
Actually, it was about the halacha, not about the mechanics.
How many classes? How many classes? 1.
And it used to be done in a group. And now it's done one-on-one. And
so that's expensive. That costs money.
That does.
Okay.
So okay,
That does.
in my
But you
day,
now can develop
when you do it with the group, you
yeah.
got it for free or you gave a donation. How much is a one-on-one class?
I don't know what the
You
fee
know what
is
it is,
now.
but it's in the high numbers.
What do you?
But-
Oh my
but-
You know,
goodness.
excuse me, sweetheart. You can't get it. You can't.
So
go,
what was the choice?
can't
To
get married
run
without the
around
receipt.
before? To run around before and learn it as you go?
No, I'm
Like-
saying, but again, it's not a service. It's a requirement which shouldn't be required. I mean, and even that, people
Okay,
can't
we're not
afford all
arguing.
those
Go ahead.
classes, so they're taking one class instead of when they should be getting 5 or 6 classes.
Well,
Okay, I don't know what
What are you
what
embarrassed
I'm
of today?
really referring to is in addition to, they're taking the one class plus they have a kala or chassan mentor that they can refer to even after the marriage.
Yeah.
So they're not just doing the one class, they're
After
doing
the
the one
marriage-
class plus they're doing
After the marriage, it's too
the-
late. It's too late already. You have to know all this beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's a before and after type of trainings that are being provided, and in those classes they are getting more into communication styles, the different communication styles between men and women. You know, you have a learning man in a yeshiva, and that yeshiva banter that goes back and forth doesn't apply to the wife. You've got to change a different communication style. She may feel very insulted.
Yeah,
And,
but big deal. That's
Right.
temporary.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what happens in 10
you
years?
don't understand. She's not your employee.
I got you, but
Okay.
after the 10 years, it's over, and then he goes to the work. You got to teach him about the future too. I mean, in the beginning, you know, he's not going
No,
to.
that must be a big problem out there.
yes.
I
Yes.
see it like that.
Yes.
See,
Communicate
I ignore
the
the whole
different-
money deal.
So we're talking
Go to
about
hell.
you mentioned about the immaturity factor, right? So you're talking about people that are dating when they're still in adolescence, right? So they're not fully mature, right? They might be focused on things that are not conducive to good relationships. Maybe they're focused on more of the externals, on what does she look like? What does he look like? How much money does he make?
Really?
What does
How
she
much money
do
he
for a
makes?
living?
Sure.
Or
How much
I
money?
think
his
money's
family?
way up front.
That's terrible.
So-
Terrible.
It's a top two.
Wait a minute. We're coming
Top-
to. We're coming
top
to.
two.
I want to
Top
get back to this. We have another caller. We're coming to the end of the first hour. So Esty, let's get the call. I think her name is. Where is it?
So yeah, you guys listening to the Just Enough Heshy show, you can call in at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hi, how are you?
Hello. Where you from?
Okay, so I was listening to the show and I found it very interesting, and I have a question. I'm 22 and I've been dating since I think I was 19, and at the beginning a lot of dates were coming in, and I'm not trying to say anything about myself, but everyone kept telling me, oh, it's going to be easy for me because I'm skinny and I'm smart and I'm pretty, and I guess my whole life I thought when something comes easy for you, it would just be, my expectation for it was going to be, really amazing. And I've been dating for 4 years, and the dates got less, and I'm frustrated and sad about it.
What do you mean? What do you mean by less?
What do you mean?
She's
Right.
not getting connected with people.
No, I'm getting less. I'm getting
Right.
less.
No
dates.
man.
I'm getting less,
I
like-
mean, I don't understand. How many? What was? Do you go out with a guy a second time, or just
yeah,
one?
I went out with, and it's not even that the guys are saying no to me. I mean, I'm saying no to the guys, but still, it just feels like frustrating. Like,
Why? Why didn't you say yes yet?
Here's who I
Hold
think.
on, hold on. I'm going to put you
Okay.
both on hold. And
Okay.
Adina, what's your Adina? You're on the hold.
you know,
I want you to stay on hold for about a minute because we are going to take a station identification.
Yeah,
We're gonna take a 2 minutes, 1 minute. You stick with the program with us. And I want to just say a quote before Neil walks out. I hope you're ready for this one. Ready, Neil?
Go ahead.
And this is to all of you. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man or woman who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others.
And that's
And
why he's a fool.
And having no respect, he ceases to love. So guys, we'll be right back with Adina, who's on hold, and Sara Kahan LCSW, which I'm going to say is just Sara Kahan right now. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you, everybody. And Neil, go take your break. We'll get back right away because Sarah's waiting for you. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, welcome back, guys. We're still here. I'm going to say a funny story.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Well, where are you? First of all, you're back in the show.
Yes, I know. This is the Just Enough Heshy show.
Thank you so much for telling us.
So, yeah, you can call in at 718-303-9090.
We have a caller on hold. Stay on hold for one more minute. Go ahead, Esky. Tell us a funny story.
So, yeah, God hates unions. Employees at Ginrich, I don't know, Woodcraft, a furniture manufacturer in Devlin, Canada, voted for union representation, so Mennonite owner Leon Greenwich shut down. As Christian business owners, our personal beliefs will not allow our conscience the freedom to work
conscience.
I was like, what? Conscience, the freedom to work with a labor union. So we are required by scripture not to use force to gain what we want. He emailed customers. I don't get it.
He closed down his business, not to do with the unions, because the Bible, the Christian Bible says, don't be bullied around or don't let yourself get bullied.
Yeah.
Stupid, whatever. Okay, he put a lot of people out of work. Adina, hello?
Yes, hi.
So I want to ask you a question. What are you wasting our time here? Why didn't you go out? Why don't you just get married? Close your eyes. I mean, somebody's the same age. Wait.
Ouch.
Let me ask the question. I'm sorry you didn't give me one second. Here's the deal. You went out with the guy once, twice, whatever it is. He's single. You're single. You're about the same age. He makes $20,000. You make a few $1,000s. Big deal. You sleep
just get married, be miserable,
sleep
whatever.
on the floor of the mattress. I don't understand. What are you making a big deal here? You know he's somewhat presentable, and you work on him. What's the big deal? Why are you wasting 4 years of our time?
Our time.
Because why would I want to get married to somebody who, in my eyes, is somewhat presentable? That sounds like Prince Charming. Hey, Prince Charming, he's somewhat presentable, and he makes $20,000, only smokes weed occasionally, lives in his parents' basement, and has
Okay. Now you're going crazy. I'm not telling you to marry a little happy old man. I'm not telling you to marry.
Wait. You won't date someone who smokes weed?
No, not if he smokes weed before he brushes his teeth, after he brushes his teeth.
No. I meant like, what's if he smoked weed in his life? That's fine as long as he's not like a pothead.
That's fine. I'm not even so crazy picky. I'm talking about like these guys are just like
idiots.
Yeah.
They do. By the way, today's day, they do not raise them right. It's like, oh, you're a woman. You're supposed to do things for me.
Yeah.
You owe me.
They want a wife. They want a mother.
They want a mother. That's so true. Wow. Yeah, they just like
grow up and be a man. And I'm talking.
There are no men. There's little boys, and most of them are metrosexual with like they look in the mirror. They look in the mirror longer than the women, like busy with their looks. It's so gay.
Yeah.
Idina, one minute. What does mean bring my mother? Like, what does that mean? I don't understand. I don't mean
that. Like, they want mama. It's like, oh, Shady, you're cold. You have a cold. You want to take You need me to cut the crust off your sandwiches?
What's wrong with that? Hold on, 1 minute.
You cut the crust on your own sandwich.
I swear to you, Adina. Every morning I make my mother some sandwich. I cut the crust off for my mother.
Okay, that's not what you're saying. You're saying she should have.
And you're a very good son.
It's not the son. I also make the salad for my housewife, or I cook her sometimes a meal too. What are you talking about? Of course I want you to cut the crust off and be nice to me, just like you want me to be nice to you.
She's looking for a husband, not a father.
We don't want to be a husband. Is nice. Like my friend Neil, when he gets sick, I come over. Neil, do you want me to buy you food? No, Heshy, I don't want you to buy me nothing. Neil, let me buy you something. No.
It's a favor. It's not expected. Like you owe me. You're supposed to cook me dinner and do everything in the house.
It's expected of me to go take care of my friend, my brother's keeper. What do you think?
No. Neil doesn't expect it from you. He thinks, wow, that's so nice. Like you're doing him a favor. Right. He doesn't think, what? Heshy didn't show up. What a jacket. Like he doesn't say that.
I expect out of my friends when I get sick to take care of me and come after me.
No, that's your wife.
No, my friends and my wife.
What I'm saying, you're totally getting what I'm saying wrong. I have no problem taking care of somebody, and I'm a nice person, but like I feel like these guys are just their babies. They're not like they ask me 800 times, do you like my shoes? Do you think I'm dressed pretty?
So gay today's day.
A handhold. It's like they're not guys. They're not men. They're like little girls.
That's because they're immature and so young, and they don't have life experience.
I think guys that are maybe 27, 28, and I just turned 22. So I'm just trying to say, if very depressing and it's hard. And Shidduch crisis is 100%.
How are you going about looking for a shidduch, by the way? Any online action?
And do you have a resume?
I have a resume, but I don't do online because I tried online and I got like the most retarded weirdos you would ever imagine. Like a guy ended up calling me at my work. It was just not normal.
Why can't he call you at work?
He was stalking you?
I never went out with him. He wanted to go out with me. I told him no. He got my work number to call me at my work.
Okay, and he wanted a second shot at calling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adina, I really.
And besides, if he's so
Okay, I would
ingenuitive,
like to hear from Sarah if possible.
woman, if you're so woman, I want to tell you, if he's so ingenuitive, I would give him a shot.
What is Sarah saying?
Adina, I hear you. And I really commend you for your courageousness of calling the show, and thank you for calling. But what I think you're trying to say is that you thought that the dating process would be different for you, right? You thought that you would turn 19 and everybody would just run and send you somebody, and as soon as you're ready to get married, you would have a pick of boys that would be so appropriate for you, and you realize that that's not really what's happening. Did I get that right?
100%.
And that's the way it should be.
No,
That's the way it should
there's
be.
just an attitude with men,
No, and that's all the yeshiva's fault,
Right.
really. It's really mostly the yeshivas, the schools.
So, by the way,
girls and the boys.
Well,
They go to seminary and
So-
they learn,
okay.
they're brainwashed that they have to go work and this and that
Right.
and let
So-
the guy warm the bench.
So that's the point I want to try to bring out, is that we have certain expectations, correct? For whatever reason we have those expectations, the yeshiva or just the dream that you had, right? Sometimes what we need to do, as I call it, we need to mourn the loss of the dream. Okay?
What dream?
So you have a certain
dream?
image.
What dream?
You have a certain expectation.
What?
I expected I would turn 19 and a boy would just be
Sweep me
there.
off my
With
feet.
$1 billion.
When I-
With $1 billion.
That money's no issue. Let's
Whatever
put it
the
that way.
expectation is, mourning the loss of the dream, everyone has a different dream. Okay?
Right.
But when
My dream
I
was just to get married and be happy.
And
all you do is get
That's
married.
and what if you're
Called
not
higher
married
ex-
and not happy?
Higher
It wasn't-
expectations,
Then
huh?
It wasn't hard to get married. I really mean it. It
And what
wasn't.
if you're not happy?
Who's happy?
rather be alone. Wait, rather be alone than alone in a marriage.
Wait,
But you
That's
know,
true.
you sound like Sally. You asked to hear from Sally. You know, and you better be honest. You know, do you know really any happy couples?
I know
So-
very happy.
No, please. You don't know anybody. You don't know what goes on, but nobody's
okay.
that happy.
Okay, let's say I don't know any happy couples, right?
Happy. I know
Let's
they're
say I
happy.
don't know any happy couples,
Go ahead.
right?
Uh-huh.
Part of the what I will work with someone on that is mourning the loss of the dream. If they
Expectations, yeah.
that, oh, I'm supposed to be happy. This is what I always thought it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be happy. And then reality sets in and it's like, I'm not happy. So it's mourning that dream that we had, and then we're dealing with it and having more realistic expectations.
Right, but I think there is a baseline. You know, like everybody has some sort of a baseline from what they expect. You know, and some people are really out there, and what they expect
Right, they're
is
crazy.
out
I mean,
there.
They're stupid. I teach my children, go out, find what will make you almost happy, and enjoy it. And even if you have to suffer, be a man. No, but let me tell you something. A lot of us lose our parents.
You warn them up front.
I warned them up
There's
front.
no happiness.
There's no happiness. There are happy times.
They can't be content. Is there
content?
contentness?
Sure, there's content. Everybody's got.
No. Some people aren't content.
Why?
And they feel wanting. Like there's
They're
something
stupid. Okay,
that they want.
See, that's a
See
big
if you
thing.
can
As you
live.
that's why I don't believe that divorce rates, once you get into your late or early 60s, I think divorce is less because we're mature.
Well, let's say,
And
Adina, thank you so much for calling.
But you know
What
what?
about divorce? Why is it the second time around?
So can I
such
find her a
high
boy?
rate?
Because I know some people are really shaping up. I guess.
What about you, ST? We want you married.
Yeah.
But you only want to marry a trillionaire with a.
No, it's not that. I want to marry someone who wants more than just like settle down in tiny borough park and
And
have
if you
kids.
never find one,
Then I'd rather be single. I'd rather be alone than alone in the marriage. I said that.
you believe this?
I like the way you say
No,
that.
that's crazy.
Better be alone than alone in the marriage, because there
My
are
mom taught
some
me that.
marriages that do feel very alone, and
It's
that's
just not worth it.
and that's where that's how I
What
help
do you- how
couples
could
to
that
feel
be?
less alone.
I'd rather be in a house with somebody, even if he doesn't talk to me or she doesn't talk to me, than
Just
than
so society
alone.
thinks you're normal.
No. You know, my wife went away now for 3 weeks to Israel.
Mhm.
Okay, she took the kids, and I don't like to be alone in the house. I had a friend come over, and my other son stayed with me. You know, and then I let his friends come over so we could have a meal. I didn't want to be alone in the house, even though I'm a grown man and I don't care. And truth of the matter is, being alone is not so bad. But the truth of the matter is, being alone with somebody, because I didn't talk to my boy. I think we were fighting that week. And the other one was just acting crazy. I didn't want to talk to him. And a lot of his friends that came over, I said hello. I said, leave me alone.
No,
But I
she didn't want to do Linda's job.
Correct. The point being is I still wanted them to be around. So being alone with somebody around is still just as good. I think it's better.
So by the way, not to like trash anybody, but so this is my view. I think Brooklyn, majority of the guys, the problem is a lot of them are druggies. Lakewood, a lot of them are womanizers.
Wow.
Wow.
How about Muncie?
Right.
What
So
do you got for
Muncie, it's very mixed.
They're cheaters, all of them.
No,
All of them.
the Muncie, I didn't get a peg on. I don't know
Okay.
enough of them. But
Where else? What other
by the way,
neighborhoods? Yeah, the Upper West
by the way,
Side. Yeah, what are they?
the Upper West Side, I think they're okay. Like
They're
that's
not.
maybe snobby, you know.
Snobby.
That's snobby, or they just want to fool around?
No,
They're
I mean,
not really
you want to know?
I don't know enough
Neil,
East Side people,
you
but
wanna
for
know-
me, I will not touch a Lakewood
Upper
boy.
West Side.
They seem great. They seem nice. There's this underlying thing of you work, you have the kids,
Entitled.
entitled.
Right.
And they're womanizers, like, oh, you're not hot enough, like, whatever. I once met a guy, right? And he's like, oh, I'm from Lakewood. I'm like, ooh. He's like, what's that face? I'm like, you know, Lakewood guys have this, whatever. He's like, what? It's so not true. Later in the car, like I'm talking, I'm having a whole conversation, and he's like, what? Why are you talking about this? You know, it's not important. And I'm like, I just left the car, and he's like, oh no, come back. And I was like, are you from Lakewood? Right, I knew that. Like,
Wow.
I'm telling you,
You know, I
They're
was
raised wrong.
very happy, by the way, that I met someone from Lakewood, and I, cringed for a second, and I said, by the way, what do you do? So he said, I'm a plumber. My face lit up. It just lit up like a Christmas
He
tree.
makes good money out there.
Whatever. I didn't ask him his financial. I was so happy that he was normal and he understood,
Would you like to know the biggest neighborhood that cheats for infidelity of the Jewish community, even the Christian community? The biggest, baddest neighborhood? Long Island.
what?
They're all screwing around. Come
I
on,
don't
say
believe
it,
that.
Sarah. You know it. I
How do
know
you
it.
know?
I'm not telling you statistics, but the gossip that I hear,
Gossip.
every place in Long Island, all of them, the religious, the not religious synagogues, all of them, the modern, boom, there's some story going on. I don't have it in my synagogue, so I don't understand it.
What? And in
On what
Park
you
and
know.
Flatbush?
When you
Borough
say,
Park, you don't
how do you
know.
know?
Right.
You don't know you don't have any more synagogue.
I know for sure we don't.
Sarah, do you
I
know
know everybody
that?
in my synagogue.
Sarah, I'm asking you: Is there infidelity in Borough Park and Flatbush?
There's infidelity everywhere.
Okay,
She didn't answer your question.
She did.
She did not.
She everywhere
everywhere.
is what?
Heshy says everybody's crazy. Okay, Heshy has his own opinion too. Nobody should get divorced. That's stupid too.
Wait, so
I
let me
got
say-
that.
Of course, it's stupid.
But I can still believe it. even
Of
though it's-
course, as
okay.
long as your mother's alive, you can believe it.
So, guys, this is the Justin Off Heshy Show. If you want to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Sorry. Oh, you want me to do the whole Shmai? Okay, let's do it. So, yeah, we are on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Get us on Facebook and like our page, Justin Off Heshy. Hi.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can follow
I'm
us on
telling her
Twitter.
to hang, okay? I'm telling her to
Hashtag-
hang. I don't want it to leave.
Yeah, hashtag JustEnoughHeshy. You can see us live on YouTube. You can email us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. Heshy spelled Heshy. You can call in at 718-303-9090. We have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning. They do free pickup and delivery. If you mention the Just Enough Heshy show, you get 25% off. You can reach him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. We have the Black Label electronic cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesig.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941. Green Line Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD, code compliance. They lift stop work orders and they do free consultation. You can reach them at 718-871-0382. So yeah, Ralph Romeo's after us. Our last show of the season will be September 8th, and we'll be starting the second
12th.
season will
Season
resume
2
on October
stops
12th.
October 12th, right. Anyways, everybody, call into the show 718-303-9090. Neil, before I ask that question, I want to tell you something. Remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a guy on the show, a lawyer who was defending that young girl in Beis Yaakov, whatever, that school that threw out a girl for having a picture or a text on her phone or whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
He also defended many victims against the Palestinian government. He sued them for hundreds of millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
So the Palestinians, by the way, want to appeal this. So a Manhattan federal judge on Monday ordered the Palestinian Authority and the Palestinian Liberation Organization to post a $10 million in cash or bond while they appeal the jury's findings against militant attacks against Israel. And the judge, George Januel, said the defendants must also deposit $1 million each month pending their appeal. Wow, so they're not going to be playing around. And the jury verdict was worth $655 million. Remember, that was, I think, the guy who was on the show. He was one of the lawyers who helped get that verdict.
I personally have a problem when another country rules about another incident in another country.
I sued you. It's like
no. I told you I got a problem.
No, what?
If you're a Palestinian, you go to a Palestinian court or an Israeli court in the Middle East.
Right.
One of the two.
Right.
Okay. What are you coming to me for in America?
No, because an American court, American people are suing Palestine. We were the ones.
No, but why? Who says
Israelis.
They can?
They joined in with us. We are American.
Why could they sue them here?
I live in New York City,
right,
and you live in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
that's
America.
You, right? So I'm suing you in in New York County or whatever, Kings County, because the laws in LA are different than the laws of New York. They are. Sometimes there's a little dissimilarity.
No, I understand.
So the same thing with Israel Palestine, that you could have gone to the Palestinian court.
Is that the way it really works?
Yeah,
you can go to any court you want.
Any court, then you have to
anytime for anything.
Default. Yeah, and I get a judgment against you, and I hold it against you. Any court in the world that's recognized by the United Nations, I can sue you. I can go to Iran and sue you in their courts. Yeah, but they won't take it. But they would do. You can do that.
I'm saying, but you can go to Ireland,
Switzerland, start their courts, and then you have to appeal or get it dismissed before the judge, or their judge will make a verdict on you. And governments have a lot of power.
You can make people crazy.
You could, so that's why it's a serious money thing operation.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're done with that point. I want to get back to you again.
Yeah, welcome, Sarah, back.
But if you remembered my quote when we started the show, that some of these people, the Shidduch people, they lie to themselves. They think that they're better, or they're not better, or they're not telling the truth, that they're regular average humans, that they have 2 feet, they put out a challah by each person, they can only put out 60 or 80 pieces, they can't run the world, they can't be the boss of everybody, and some of these guys lie to themselves, and that's why there's no respect. I believe, don't lie. I want to get married. I'm not something special. Sure, I'm going to try to be great.
Not about special. It's you want to be able to connect. It should be a partnership. You're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. I'm
going to spend the rest of my life with everybody I meet.
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
I feel that people.
I do have fights, and if I have a fight with my wife, I try to work it out.
You're always going to have people that lie, right? So certain percentage people are going to lie.
Sarah, where do you live? What neighborhood?
I live in Brooklyn. Midwood.
Midwood.
Right.
Do you have a neighbor?
Yeah.
How long do you live there?
30 years.
30 years you live with that neighbor.
Right.
Got to see them day in and day out.
Right.
You had an argument with them at least once or twice. and you're their buddies. They come to your weddings, the
Okay.
barbecues, the holidays.
Right.
How are you? You even joke with them on the street,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
30 years, she is buddies with somebody that she doesn't even really like in a sense, but she has to like. That's the way it is, Esther. Anybody you meet, you become
No,
entangled
sometimes you make
You're living.
allowances.
No.
Come
You know
on.
what the difference is? Yes, you have a neighbor, you know them, but you don't have to make decisions with them. Here, it's your together.
She
You
has
have to
to make
raise your
decisions.
kids. No. Both of you together make decisions. What's best for you, for the kids, what to buy,
But you're,
houses, cars.
you're asking why somebody would lie, right? You're asking why
Everybody
somebody would
lies.
lie.
Everybody lies.
No.
That's why I started the show saying, stop calling it a shidduch crisis. You're getting people anxious. You're getting people nervous. You're getting people afraid. What happens when you're anxious, nervous, and afraid? You're not going to be at your best. You're going to do things that maybe you wouldn't have done if you wouldn't be anxious and so fearful. Even
I'm afraid of everything I
possibly
do. I kill
lie.
you. Okay.
Because
Let's
they're
take
so
another-
afraid.
Let's take another caller.
So yeah, you guys listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show, you can call in at 718-303-9090. Hello, Mitch. You're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hi, Esty. How you doing, sweetheart, tonight?
How's it
How's
going?
everything going?
Hey, Mitch,
Great.
how are you?
How are you?
You're on with Sara Kahan LCSW.
Hi,
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Mitch. How are you?
You know, Sarah, even though I am now live in Jersey, I'm a definite Midwood kid. I grew up in LBJ. Where you live?
So I live on O and 22nd, not too far from you.
Oh, 22nd. That's very, very nice. I haven't had a lot of friends that lived around there, so great neighborhood. My question to you is this. Now, I'm I'm more Orthodox. I absolutely grew up and all that, but I have a question to you about the whole dating scene and that question.
Okay.
I was lucky enough that I met my best friend, my love of my life, in college,
Okay.
in Brooklyn College.
Right.
She was a jock, and I was a sports reporter for the Kingsman. And when she found out I kept on interviewing her 900 times, she kind of figured out a lot. And that's how it all started. My question is this. Now, unfortunately, I did lose her 7 years ago to cancer, and it's been difficult.
Oh, I'm so
hate
sorry.
cancer.
I'm so sorry to
Yeah,
hear that.
but my biggest question to you is this.
Yeah.
You know, to talk to my sons and also friends who want to be set up.
Right.
You know, we all go through about shit and all that. I am one of these people that always likes to set up people because I just think it's a great thing.
Okay.
But I always say to my friends this. They always ask me, what does she look like? What kind of shoes she? You know what I say?
Yeah.
This.
Okay.
There is my theory is this. Most people are pretty good, which means that they're 2 to an 8. And then there's people who are really ugly, and then there's people with supermodels that are unbelievably gorgeous.
Okay.
My feeling to people out there is this. Everybody generally, the so-called picture, the so-called frame, we are average. We are no better than anybody else.
Exactly.
No problems. We're not. Some of us are wealthy. Some of us are poor. Some of us are short. Some of us are tall. Some of us are thin. Some of us are fat. Some of us are stupid. Some of us are bright. The thing is, God
You're described as great,
God
Mitch.
made us now in His image, which is pretty damn good. And I'm just saying to people out there, when you start dating, and this is important, don't make a big Megillah out of dates, especially the first dates.
Okay.
Go out for a cup of coffee. Go out to Starbucks. Go to Dunkin' Donuts. Don't make a big deal out of it. Then what you want to do, if you like the girl, if you like the guy, then you could go to dinner. If that date goes well, then you go out to a movie. My important thing is this. See if there's a little thing going on the first date. And important. One thing about going to a movie or a show or some of these other concerts, you don't get to talk to the person. I never understood why people go to movies. It is the dumbest thing. You don't.
I disagree.
I agree.
I disagree with you. People go to
movies are great, but not for meeting and talking to people.
When I went on my first date, everybody used to go out to a dinner, spend money. Foolish.
Who are they talking to?
Spend money. We went out.
Cup of coffee.
I went. No, I went.
Are you kidding? 75 cents.
No, I went bowling. I went to a movie. I thought going to
What about a lounge? What about a lounge?
The lounge, I didn't like it only because it was again too
stuffy.
Too stuffy.
And too
You
formal.
do the stuff. Now I have to go on a anniversary dinner, so I have to find a place that's going to cost me $150.
You know, you pretend like you're this poor guy, like, but you know, you have no problem spending, just not on your wife. Like, what is that?
I spend that. Excuse me. She spends. I don't spend, and she spends on everybody. But here's my point. Somebody told me to go to this place called Prada, the French place, and they serve these little things that you take one gulp. And I'm not spending $75, Neil.
I don't blame
and I
you.
have to buy 5 or 4
I
of
tell
them.
you, I saw McDonald's has a special, by the way. You
I'm
know,
gonna go
for
home.
one or
I'm gonna
something,
go
get a
home.
free drink.
Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go 1 minute. I'm gonna go shopping in the grocery store for $40, $50 of food. I'm gonna prepare her a dinner that will blow
That's
her away.
brilliant. Candles, that's fine.
Not candles.
Not
Candles.
candles.
Are
They don't
stupid.
sell that.
Romantic dinner.
No,
You know, like just the candles.
No
he cooks for her.
romance. He has not a bone of
Heshy, do you know what her
romance.
favorite food is?
I'm going to buy
Heshy,
flowers.
do you know what her favorite food is?
Sure do.
Good.
What is it?
It is, first of all, she makes a terrible chicken, but she tries to make it good. She likes chicken. And
Chicken's her favorite food.
No,
I don't believe it. What is it?
I made her addicted to my chicken cutlet. She
Okay.
tries to copy me. She can't.
Chicken cutlets
Okay.
are favorite food. What about chocolate,
Wait,
man?
now let me finish.
Sorry. No,
I
I'm
make
glad
a
that you know
schnitzel.
what her favorite
Well,
food is.
I dip it in real. I have my own secret sauce,
Good.
and then I fry. They love it. They love it in the
Good.
house. I
Good.
make a little French fries for her. I make my own
Good.
crab salad.
Wonderful.
Something's crab, something's not. She loves it. And then
Wonderful.
yes, we have a little bit of wine, not too much, just it's too expensive. But
Please don't tell us how many times a year you do this, or a decade.
once a year, and you know what? I do cook more often, but not romantic. I have a flower, and I don't even believe flowers. I think flowers are a waste of time. No woman wants flowers.
What?
I love flowers.
Do you know
They
whether
buy
your
me
wife
flowers.
likes flowers or not?
I don't believe she does because she never buys it for herself.
Did you ever ask?
I did a few times.
Okay.
And she cuts it, and she doesn't make it look. She doesn't feel excited by it, so I don't buy it. I know if you buy her a nice piece of jewelry, she gets excited.
Okay, good.
No, and then the whole next 2 days she's gone. We're trying to get it into the safety deposit box, take it back out, make sure it's real. So for 2 days I have her out of my hair with this gift. Flowers, she's there back in 10 minutes. Oh, darn.
But at least you have her in a good mood for 2 days.
Oh, right. No, I have it more because she's considering when she's going to take it out next in the safe.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So,
Mitch, I'm
it
not
was
sure
worth the
we addressed your
$500,
question, though.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Listen, in all due respect, I still totally disagree with you. I really believe that I don't care what religious level you're on. I don't care whether you go on Shidduch dates, or whether you sit up by a friend, or whether you're conservative, whether you're from whatever. I believe in my mind that the worst dates for me were going to movies.
Okay.
Especially
Okay.
because
Mitch.
you cannot talk to the person. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing.
I got you, Mitch. I got you. But
Mitch,
the idea really that you came up with tonight that I feel is important is that really there should be no no's. I mean, no should be an exception. Everybody should go out once,
You know the terminology now, a one and done. They call it a one and done.
One and done. Okay.
Why do they do one and done? That's stupid.
No, at least you check it out to see if you can have any
What is the worst thing?
Mitch, I want to ask you a question also. Do you set people up that you know or that you don't know? Like when you set somebody up, do you know them?
Yes. In other words, I have friends who both male and female, who unfortunately through their life was not able to meet the right person. It does actually happen. And
how old are they, Mitch? How old are they?
They range. I will set up people from the ages of 30 to 50.
The reason why I ask is I've gotten feedback from singles. Esty I'd be curious to know what your feedback is.
Okay.
That when singles are set up with, there's like this movement, set everybody up, come on, make a date, set everybody up. But I've gotten feedback from singles that when they are set up with someone that really doesn't know them very well or doesn't know the other person very well, and it doesn't go well too often, they really get burnt. And we don't want to burn singles out.
Where would they rather go? To a bar or to one of those singles events? Nobody meets at those singles events. I read the story.
What do you think about that?
I have a new brilliant idea. From now on, no one goes on dates. They go on group dates. There's 6 people, 3 girls, 3 guys. Maybe 2 of them you cut it out faster, and there's no awkwardness. You can still chill with the other people. From now on, 3 and 3.
I like that.
Let me tell you something really cool
I get jealous. What happens if 2 girls like one guy?
Ooh,
then the guy chooses.
That's nice.
You can't choose.
Listen to what I just did. I just came home from a retreat that was OHEL sponsored. Okay, so we're talking about
also do retreats, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm going Labor Day weekend to a singles event. Shumi's making it. It's crazy. Rock climbing. I'm going because there's lots of stuff to do. Horseback riding.
So do you do the speed dating?
Okay, so one time I did it at an event.
Be a lot of fun.
I know, but the problem is I have to take everybody in and process them manually. Most people just do it automatically. So I'm there for 5 minutes. I get all the information, and then I want the next one. I'm like, wait, I'm still processing the other one. And after that, my head was killing. But I did enjoy it.
I could see that. See that.
Did you like anybody?
One thing I do want to make a point to you.
Yeah.
Is that one of the problems is that you mentioned, about me setting up people. You see, that's not what I do for a living. I do this because I really believe that if you've not had that, in fact, love, which I did, and it was great, I think that we on Earth, I used to go years ago to Rebson Young Rice's thing.
Yeah.
And
right.
it was great, and it was I used to go there just for the lectures. Very interesting woman, and she would have, obviously a great way for people to meet each other. I think it was fantastic.
Right.
It was a
I do recommend that singles do go there. It is a good idea.
But the thing was, the Rebson Young Rice used to say, and I do believe to be true, is that when you are on a date, you should go on dates and go on as many as possible. Don't say no. She felt that you have to always say yes. What would be the big deal if 2 people were single, they go out for a cup of coffee, and you know what?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I hear what
you
you're
go out
saying.
for an hour.
By the way, I always say that. You can set me up with anyone. I have no problem meeting new people, but they're probably not for me. I don't mind. I went out with this guy. Crazy story.
Mitch, we love you. Thank you for the call, baby.
Oh, listen, FD, 100% right, and that's the thing about it, is that it's almost, with FD, it's going to be a marathon. She wants to meet somebody who's right for her.
I have one qualification I can't find. I want him to be power hungry. Can't find that. Most people want to settle down, have their kids. That's it. One qualification. Yes, someone who wants to do things and conquer the world.
There are people that you should meet my son.
Yeah, well, he's too young.
He's too young. He is power hungry.
You don't want to go out with somebody who's going to be all you want to date, though, are you?
Who's going to what? He's going to what?
You do?
That a one day. Well, I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Do you want that kind of guy?
We don't hear you, Mitch.
A guy that will be all over her? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you want that kind of guy? You want that kind of guy, right?
Yeah, of course I do. Why wouldn't I want them to be into me?
Anyways, Mitch, thank you, baby.
What?
I do that. Take care, and Sarah, have a very beautiful holiday.
Thank you. You too. Thank you for the call, and keep up the great work.
So
yeah, I was kidding. No,
Sarah, everybody.
He doesn't tell us about the divorces.
Right, but Sarah, everybody.
No, but I want to know, what do you think of singles event? Is that a better way? Do more people meet or less people? What do you think?
So, I actually wanted to ask you guys that. What do you think about singles events? What do you think about some societies that are very segregated?
What is
that's a big
where
problem,
they're not,
obviously.
where they don't have opportunities to me. Like, who did you say you met your wife in college? Who said they met there? A caller?
Mitch.
Right. That. So
that's a great place to meet people, by the way.
That is a great place to meet people. But now you have colleges that are separate. There are colleges for girls, colleges for boys.
Yeah, but
you went to Brooklyn College and you met.
Okay,
yeah.
but
So are singles event good? I think they are. You have an opportunity to.
It's great.
Wait, Neil, why are you against the 3 people on 3 people? Like,
because I believe people need a little bit that privacy.
But it makes it comfortable.
No, it doesn't. A lot of people have a personality with their friends, and then a personality for
but
this is
about basic connection. A first date, you have to learn so much, and it's intimidating. Here, you're getting 6 information at one time.
First date is a gut feeling. You just either you feel.
I feel like you should just connect.
It's possible, or it's not.
You know what I think? I think you should have a
gut feeling. It should not be a one and done. Right? You can't.
No, I think
that's why it deserves that second crack.
Because it can be problematic. I've heard from singles also, again, I'm talking from my experience, where they said, I didn't feel it, so I said no. You can't feel it right away.
Right. The only thing is you have to make sure you're not feeling negative.
By the way,
in other words, you've anywhere from positive to positive.
Okay, so I don't know if I agree with that, because I think when I meet someone, I should be able to talk to him like I've known him my whole life. I have friends who took me a while to get to know them, but then I have friends who I met and it was like we were best friends for a year, even though we met one day. We just connected.
Right.
So it's not about feeling it's the one. I think you should just connect easily. If it's so difficult, why have to work out issues and bridge the barrier when you could find someone from the same place as you?
So there are times where it could be, wow, connection, boom, great. But you could be in a successful relationship when you don't have that.
I guess some people have it, but it's more difficult. They have to work on it more.
Some people think that it has to be that way. If I didn't feel that instant connection, no good.
You see, here we go again. Instant connection, love, open. I want to tell. Can I tell you a little joke? I want to tell you a joke.
You have jokes.
I'm going to tell a joke that has something to do with this Shidduch thing and this dating. Christian, a woman looks in the mirror. She looks in the mirror. And she looks all of a sudden. She sees she's not happy. She says to her husband, "I feel horrible. I look old, fat, ugly. I really need you to pay me a compliment." And the husband says, "Your eyesight's perfect." You guys would be, you guys, if it was according to the way I'm listening, the woman's gonna get all salted, get divorced. My wife would have a good laugh. You know what I mean? Not even a good laugh. Listen to me. Why do you even?
Well, if you went to your wife and said, "I want a divorce," either she'll slap you or laugh.
The point I'm trying to make too is connections.
So why don't you host singles events, or do you encourage singles to go to events?
That's right. I do singles events, but I do them with in my OHEL job with individuals that have psychiatric or developmental disabilities. No.
So
I have a private practice, right? So that's where I see that would be a one-on-one or family therapy. And that's to work out how to connect better.
Children come too?
Children come too, sometimes.
With the family?
With the family.
So wait,
what's the child's biggest complaint?
About the parents?
What's going on?
The fighting in the house, the tension, they can't deal with it.
They can't deal with it. It's not their problem.
It's terribly detrimental for a child.
Are the kids abused or the kids get involved? When I fight with my wife, I barely include the kids.
But you know what? Your sons are going to treat their wives the way you do because they see from example.
Example what?
He's very happy.
I'm happy. My kids are happy. Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
He doesn't believe there's happiness, so he's happy.
Right. And everybody's happy. And my boys see that you treat the fellow spouse with respect, with honor.
Like you do your employees.
Exactly. I treat everybody nice. Right. And I respect and honor.
And when they don't do the job right to your liking, what do?
You fire.
You yell and scream.
But I don't fire. I yell and scream. And that's it. And I give a little bit more money to fix the problem. Here's what I explain to my
So wait,
money solves everything.
Yeah.
Money,
So by the
you
way,
know what?
I was
money solves everything.
I was thinking of this concept.
It does.
Matthew, so would it work? I was thinking, what's if they had, you know, those auctions where like either I don't know if it's like a bunch of guys on the stage or a bunch like each girl. It says this person is this and this, and then like people can like you know, pay for a date, like you know, goes to charity. Would that
That's
work?
a TV show. I don't know.
Not
That's
TV show.
TV
No, like a singles event where you can like bet money for charity.
Yeah, okay.
I think people might feel like they are a piece of meat.
They are.
So what's if the girls bet?
I could
What's if the girls bet and the guys were up there? You know, let them feel like a piece of meat. We've been doing that for years.
that sounds good.
Let's face the fact. Most women, as well as men, think that the woman, don't get angry now, Sarah, they are the second-class species. Stop, wait, let me finish. And they
How
have to,
could she let you get away with that? I don't know.
and they have to be subservient. And most of the women that come to you, they feel that way, but your problem is you're trying to build them up when they should know their place in life.
In other words, you need that submissive.
Hold on, treat them with respect, put them on a pedestal, but they know they're beneath
But do you
us.
have the whip on the
Yeah,
side?
we're just smarter.
No whip, not whip. They should know that, like my employee knows. Their employee, I'm the boss. You're number two. Yes, go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you
take
see,
your
I don't
breaks.
want that. I want a partner, not someone. I don't
All of a sudden, you want a partner.
need someone to tell me what to do. I have my
Wait. You wouldn't even like that.
Hold on.
You yourself wouldn't even like
Hold on.
Sure.
I don't need someone to tell me what to do. I have my father for that my whole life.
I don't
The
wanna tell you
point
what to do.
is to have a partner,
Excuse me.
someone together we can like
See, Esther, that's your
figure stuff
problem.
out.
There is not what to do. There is already a job laid out. Man, woman, kids, house, money. There's a whole bunch of problems.
Really? Because the men don't work today's day, so
Fine. So the woman works.
so wait, hold on. I have to know my place and my job, but they don't have to know theirs.
Esther, in my business, we have a lot of people. I help a lot of people every day. And problems come in, and everybody who comes there has to pick a problem or a pile like you and take care of it. If you don't want to work and be a bum, I got that. That's a reason for divorce. But in a marriage, there's so many things. You can't work, so the husband works. If the husband and wife can't work, the kids work. But there's always a solution to the problem if you want to communicate and work it
No,
out.
but you're saying they should be in their place. So I'm saying if you want women to be in their place, then men have to be in their place.
My boys now are of adult age. They live in the home with me. They contribute to the home.
Do they?
They do errands. They give money. That
Very
is
good.
the deal.
Very good.
And that is the deal. Why? Because it's part of the group.
Very
Now,
good.
if I get sick, my wife has to work. If I disappear for a few months, she has to cover me here. And she gets sick or she has a baby. If you're not going to do it, that's stupid. So I understand that part. What you're trying to tell me is that, we have to be equal and partners. You know, my son came into my business recently. He wakes up after a week. You know what? We should be partners. I said, you haven't been working with me for a week. You're lucky I would even give you a raise. The point being is I'm not looking for a wife to be my partner, and I don't want to be her partner.
No, because
Heshy, let me ask you a question. Okay, when you give your wife a piece of jewelry, right? Who enjoys it more? You that gave your wife a piece of jewelry or your wife that got the jewelry?
Yes, the wrong one.
I enjoy it.
You enjoy it.
I enjoy it
So
more. Why do I
that's
enjoy
my
it?
point.
Why do I enjoy it more?
Why do you enjoy
Because
it more?
that is my enjoyment of making her happy.
Right.
Wait a minute, but why
So
does
that
she?
makes it.
Why does she?
That's
Why
why
does
it
she
makes
enjoy it
kind.
more?
You like the
But
equalness.
why does she enjoy it? Because I bought her what she wanted. If I would have bought her, if she wanted like a golden, what do you girls like today? Or pearls, or I'm sorry, I don't even know what crazy stupid thing I have to buy next. I
Chunky
right,
stuff.
I bought a watch. I swear she has a gold watch. She doesn't wear it. It kills me. She went to buy herself $100-something watch, and me too. She stole my
because
two
it got out
watches.
of fashion.
I don't want to hear it. The point being is your happiness is to wear it or to
What was
use
that?
it.
Like 40 years ago? $100 watch?
No, today they sell these cheap watches.
But I just made
And that's what
Heshy.
you were complaining
I
about?
I just made you agree with me. Because
I
you
give you the reason
enjoy it,
I mean-
giving it to her, and she
I enjoy
enjoys
giving her
it
the right thing.
getting
If I would have bought her an elephant wrist charmer, she wouldn't have enjoyed it. I
Right.
would have not bought the right thing. I end up asking her, "What do you want?"
it. Okay.
I always ask. I'm not going to buy her on the
That's
blind.
communication.
I'm not
So
stupid.
here's where
Buy-
you have
when
the
we have when we get a
equality.
new car, I'm buying a minivan. No, it's stupid to buy a minivan. We wanted this, and we have the argument. But when I buy the minivan, even though behind their back they know that I'm buying the minivan. Same thing over here. What do you want? You want this watch, that watch? I'm going to try to pick the cheaper one. But I buy what she wanted.
No, but really, what you're really saying, and I would just want to make you softer. You're not really such a bastard.
We like to soften it up.
Right. Is that you expect everyone for their expertise to do what they're supposed to do, what they're better at, what they're good at, and that's it. Being that she's better at having a baby than you, so you want her to have the baby.
If she's better at earning a living and I'm better at home, let me stay at home.
Right.
If I'm a better cook and I know how to make the chicken cutlet better than you, sweetheart, stop making the chicken cutlet. I don't like it. Your chulet is wonderful. The chicken, the baked chicken is wonderful. She's been experimenting with this lemon something chicken. Oh, you're killing me. But listen to me. Hello, the chulet's not bad. Get those
such
onions.
White girl problems. Like,
I don't like that. But the point is, she knows what's good for me, and she knows what's good for my point is I am expert at certain things, not at everything.
Right, no, that's beautiful. That's what I'm saying. You're not such a pig. You're a nice guy.
Esty, we're coming to the end of the show, so tell us something about the show, Esty. Tell them how they can contact us or advertise us. Let me tell you a little bit first about Sara. Sara Kahan. Thank you. Sara Kahan. It's not Kahan. Right? How do you say it properly?
Sara Kahan.
Isn't that Sephardic?
Not Sephardic.
Khan is not Sephardic. Kahan is Sephardic.
Not Sephardic. No.
Oh, really?
No.
I wouldn't even.
And
hear
not
the
even a
difference.
Kohen.
With a K. No, with a K, you're not a Kohen. What? Yeah.
I wouldn't even hear the difference.
Okay, well, I know they all get insulted, right?
Well, you have to know how to spell my name.
Right, you see? If you say it wrong, you go to the school, the teacher, Mrs. Khan, who are you talking to?
You're not going to get to my website.
Right, all right. Sara Kahan LCSW, private. She has a private practice in Midwood. Works with individuals and couples. You can call her, and with families, with you, you'll get to her 347-764-9333. You can get her webpage at Sara SARAH Kahan KAHAN Therapy THERAPY.com. She's a psychiatric social worker at OHEL. You can get her on a webpage. You type in Sara. I'm sure you can explore the page. I'm sure there's a way to find you.
Yep.
You can come
Is
back.
there a phone number?
Women, you can email. I said it for them. 347-764-9333. You can come back to our show on YouTube. You can email us, and we'll tell you how to reach us. So don't worry about that. Esty, and what else about the show? And tell us a little bit about the show.
So this is the Just Enough Heshy show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You should like our Facebook page, Just Enough Heshy. Follow us on Twitter, #Just Enough Heshy. We're live on YouTube. You can watch it even after the show. You can email us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. Heshy spelled HESHY. You can call in at 718-303-9090. We have Mr. Clean's Dry Cleaning. They do free pickup and delivery. If you mention the show, the Just Enough Heshy show, you get 25% off. You can get him at
I want to tell you something. I don't know if you're still using him. I'm using him full force now, Neil. You should use it. This guy, Mr. Clean Delivers. I'm telling you, he's great. You don't have to write his number down. You can email me. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Or when
I'm very
watch
interested. I'm really looking
This
for
guy's cool. He comes, he picks up, he delivers on the date. He makes a date with you. He's there. If you can't make it, leave it at your office, the desk. I know where to hang it. He has and I said to him, how do you remember this? There's this computers. I have accounts. I know how to charge you. I know how to bill you. I know how to every month set it up. Wonderful man. And did you know what? My old cleaners came over to me and spoke to me. Where have you been lately? You're not as good as this guy. Really, I was disappointed with my other guy.
But you had to drop it off and pick it up.
I don't mind dropping it off. I was dropping off at another place for 20-something years that were great to me always.
They closed.
They closed. They were good to me. They knew me, and I didn't have to go in and say I love you and spend quality time with them. They knew me as friends, and they took good care of me. Anytime I did hang out for a few minutes. So Mr. Clean Delivers, SD. I love him. Use him.
You can get him at mrcleandelivers@gmail.com or call him at 347-369-3051. We have the Black Label electronic cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesigs.com or call Mikey at 561-239-5941. Green Line Building Solutions. They do asbestos and lead inspection, DOB, HPD, code compliance. They lift stop-work orders and they do free consultation. You can reach them at 718-871-0382.
That's the company that cares.
That cares. And I want you to know Penny, who's right there, one of the big bosses.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Penny!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, Penny it's his birthday tonight.
How old is he? Like 68?
Like some people make you smile when they.
The boy lost 70 pounds. He's looking great. He lives in Flatbush. The boy's biking. He's healthy. I'm jealous. Not really, because I know I'm stronger than him, but still.
No, but you lost also 100
Right,
pounds.
but he's been doing. I lost 170 pounds. I gained back some of it, but he's thin now. He's exercising. He's biking. He's eating nuts. He's making everybody miss. Today I bought a pizza. He grabbed it. Dog.
Because you paid for it.
Right.
That's the only reason.
Right. You would never pay for that. Anyways, so it's happy birthday to ST, and what else?
Some people, make you.
She's tired.
That was nice.
Yeah. Some people.
Really
You ever heard that quote? Some people, people always make you happy. Some by entering, some by leaving.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that.
She doesn't like Penny.
It's just this is my question. Does anybody who's closed-minded know that they're closed-minded?
Why do you say Penny's closed?
If they have introspective in that.
No, everyone's like, "What? I'm so open-minded," but yet they refuse to listen to any concepts. And when they argue, they don't give you legitimate arguments. They just put you down, which is not counted.
Esther, you tell him that there's no God. He tells you there's God.
That. No. He's
question.
like, "What do you mean? This is the way it is." Like he refuses to this is the way it is, and that's it. Like, wait, what? Nothing is that final, that set in stone.
I understand. Didn't we speak about God already?
We did.
We said there is no proof, right? That's why it's called faith.
Penny showed her proof.
Yeah, what's the proof?
Esty?
What did he show you?
No, he didn't show me any proof.
There is no proof.
First off, there's no proof. Second of all,
there's no proof that there is or there isn't.
As soon as you have an argument with someone and they put you down, the argument is not valid.
How many years of therapy do you think I need?
Actually, I want him to be a therapist because his mind is so sound, just such clear perspective. Really, my friends who can't afford therapy, I'm gonna send them to Neil.
That's a nice compliment.
Wow. Just like he doesn't take sides, he just answers in that.
But you know why they call
the way you reframed what Heshy said. A psychological term would be a reframe.
A voice of reason.
But you sounded like not so good, and you made him sound good.
I love you, Neil. You are my boy.
I am the man.
You are the man.
How can he get you for I don't know how many years, best friend?
Now I have a question for you, Neil. And you asked me an SD proof right here, sitting with us, Sara Kahan. I have a question for you. You are, again, I asked you in the beginning of the show if you believe in God. Your religion,
prove God to me. That's going to work.
No, I'm not asking you to do that. You are, there are different parts of the Jewish religion, Orthodox, Reform. What are you?
I'm Orthodox.
Orthodox. Modern Orthodox, a little bit more than modern Orthodox.
So if I would be filling out a profile now, I would categorize myself as modern Orthodox Machmir.
Good.
Oh, wait, what does that mean?
Wow.
Wait, what does that mean?
That sounds like...
No. So
what does that mean?
Here's my deal. I'm not going to ask her belief in God if she doesn't. We already know that she has to believe in God.
Esty wants to know what
means that she's more strenuous on the little things.
So why wouldn't you be yeshivish or litvish?
I am modern Orthodox, but I don't wear pants or
Then you're not modern Orthodox. What makes you modern Orthodox? Let's go with that.
So
she believes in God.
It's everyone.
I'm using that term because it's a category on the website. I'm not saying that I agree with it. I'm just saying that unfortunately, when people do need to get in when they're dating, right? They have to fill out that profile.
I'm sorry, there should be a little description on each one what it is, because I never know what I am.
Agree. There should be a description on
it means you wear skirts, clothes. It's all about the clothes.
What a description of modern Orthodox Machmir would be someone who is flatbushy.
Okay, so
I would say like Chalav Yisrael. I don't know.
No, not Chalav Yisrael. No. That would be
what's after modern Orthodox? Do you have another category? Or is modern Orthodox the most?
There's a bunch of categories.
Do you have
I don't have it in front of me. Yeah, there's.
My uncle says he doesn't like these labels. He says
Yeshivish. There's.
Wait, so my uncle, he doesn't like these labels. He says I'm a from Torah Jew. Like whatever that means. Like that's just like so much better than the labels.
Okay, so can I finish talking to the girl?
Right. No, you don't have clarity in that.
Right, but Neil,
because it just means that you believe, and I don't really know what the fine print is and what I do.
You don't want me.
That's the details. The devil is in.
Okay, are you gonna let me show you the proof? proof right now? Are you ready?
Okay, the proof.
Okay, so here's the deal. You help people get together, and you believe that when two people are joined, they should be they should go out on a shidduch date.
Yes.
The translation of shidduch is to be a shadchan, to matchmaker. Correct. And you and I know that according to philosophical and mystical learnings,
God's the matchmaker.
Not only God the matchmaker, this match is made in heaven before
40 days,
whatever
before.
it is before you're born.
Right.
So my point is you and I and nobody over here has anything to do with it. Only
God.
This is their proof. But nobody can get married
to
their
mind.
I was waiting for something like,
so why do you go to work?
The whole free will deal.
No.
So what you're saying also is then don't go to work, right? God gives you the money.
People say that every kid brings money, but they can't afford crap.
I didn't say when you get old, you don't get married, you're going to walk down the street, oh, God bumps them into you. You have to work on it. You have to find it. You have to go look for it. If you're not going to look for it, then you have a problem. By the way, everybody, I want to ask you.
But I understand. That sounds a little contradictory. That you don't need a matchmaker, you do need a matchmaker. What are you saying?
So I'm saying to
You're saying that God will automatically
of course you need a matchmaker.
Merge
what?
Those that belong together.
I have $100 million, let's say, and I want to go buy property. I'm not going to walk down the street.
I know you have $100 million. What are you saying? I want $10.
No, you heard what Sarah said. High expectations.
So the point being is I want to go buy property. I can't just walk down the street and buy. What do? I get a broker to help me match me to the property. Same thing with God. God says, listen, you two people are going to get married. You're going to go out and experience the world. I'm going to make sure that you find your broker to help you set you up.
But there are people like you who would never allow a middleman in their lives.
I am the middleman.
You would cut them out.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you can. If you meet someone in college or whatever. Right. There are other ways. You don't always need a matchmaker or
there are many ways to meet.
There's many ways to meet.
Singles events, online.
In college.
Yeah.
All I know is I had a nice barbecue trip.
The supermarket.
I had a nice barbecue trip. I had over 40-something people plus kids. You were all invited. You could have matched up. I had some nice young men there, religious girls, a little modern. I like it. I really did myself a couple of.
Did you ever meet? Yeah, you made some.
I made 3, and
awesome.
Some of them are long-term already.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Long-term. Yeah, I mean,
that is really.
You're the man. You are the man.
I take pride of it.
You should.
And when I play baseball on Fridays, and some of those kids who I grew up with, who I not grew up, they hung up me with since they're 12. I was already grown man playing ball. Now they're 20, 25, and they're married, and I see them getting married. I'm so proud of the men they become.
Right.
These are my boys. You know what I mean? No matter what you think of it. We are coming to the end of the show. Sara Kahan, you are just wonderful.
Thank you so much for having me.
Anybody who can help a fellow person, and I always preach this, the brother's keeper, that we have to care. I know you help, especially people with illnesses. I don't, Esty always tells me I need therapy, but the point being is I do.
But his mother wouldn't have it.
Right. I do understand therapy. I understand the pressure you have, the problems that of getting two people to agree on something. I don't even know how you do it. You are. You know what? I'm ashamed to say that I believe you're one of the people that are gonna hurt me and take up all the space in Gan Eden or heaven, and I won't be able to get in because of people like you.
Wow.
Hey, people like this doing too good, and it's not right.
You really think society is that good, and it's gonna be packed up there, huh?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why can't people be good? Anyway.
Because they need wood for the fire. Yeah.
Anyways, I want to finish the show, everybody. We're going to be back next week, Monday and Tuesday nights between 7 and 9 p.m. We have some more guests coming on the show, right, producers? Some serious, interesting. Watch our YouTube page, and you'll see the announcement coming on. I even invited, we're going to have something special that's going to shock you people. I have a special organization that is going to come on here that will, you're going to be angry with me, but be ready for them to come on.
They're already angry with you, so what the heck?
I got you. So pay attention. I want to give you my goodbye quote and my goodbye quote for the week. One of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do. So ladies and gentlemen out there, go get married. Do it. You know you can do it. You know you can find your way out. I know you have problems. Work it out. Go meet Sara Kahan. Come meet me. Call the show. We'll get you forward. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night.